Good afternoon, this is Lynx. I had a special request for a video on Lenormand card combinations and spreads. So I'm going to cheat. Of course I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use that process that I showed you in the last video on how to generate spreads. So I'm going to generate a spread on something specific. Let's see what it is. I'm going to use card combination first to figure out what the spread's going to be about. Okay, so a woman's beauty, or the inner beauty of a woman. Okay, so this is probably for the individual that that requested. So the inner beauty, how to find your inner beauty, or a spread on your inner beauty. Okay, gonna take my Lucky Lynx fortune dice with the shapes. I got the star, the triangle. Make sure I got the egg, got the circle, got the square. Okay, and then I got the hexagon. Okay, so shape of it is going to be a square. Okay, so now it's my choice. I can do, as I showed you in the last video. If you haven't seen it, watch it. That video on how to generate any spread. So because it's a square, it has to do with stability and security. So how to find your inner beauty in a secure, to provide security. So it's a security spread. So it's gonna be square. Now I can take that as 4 cards, or I can roll the dice. How many? 2 and 5. So it's 7 cards. It's gonna be made out of 7 cards. Okay. So it's gonna be a square. It's got 7 cards. It has to do with finding your inner beauty. And I'm going to arrange them in a square. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down the 7 cards that represent the spaces and what space means. In this case, because it's Lenormand, that's going to represent a house. Okay. So I'm going to put one in the middle. I'm going to build a square around it. This is where your creativity comes in. So it's men, it's how she feels about men, or how men have affected her view of herself. That's first. What hope she can gain from her own inner beauty, or understanding her inner beauty, or what hope she can gain about her inner beauty. What her fears are, the scarecrow, what her inner fears are about her beauty. Health, and how her health is affecting her inner beauty. Crossroads, the crossroads piece of her inner beauty. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got them like this. So this is position 1, corner, corner. I went to the corners. Okay, so that's 5 cards. I got 2 left now. So I'm gonna do one on top and one on bottom and make it, Okay, so the bottom one's gonna be the next one. So it was 1's in the middle, and then the bottom left is 2, bottom right is 3, upper left 4, upper right 5, and then bottom one. Ooh, what secrets does she hold about her beauty that she does not know? What traps does she set for herself with her beauty? Okay, so that's the fox. All right, so now we got our square. We got our positions. So we're going to read them, okay? So in the first, how does she let men affect it? It affects her quite a bit. The sun indicates in this particular case that it's a very strong, very warming, very emanating, very profound effect. So men have a very strong effect on how, in this particular case, in this spread that we're imagining. It would affect this woman very profoundly, okay? The hope. So, a warm, dynamic man, that could be the combination of. Or in the house of men, it could mean it reveals a lot, or it sheds light on, or brings to the surface a lot, or brings to the surface every flaw or every worry. Okay? The hope position. It would be in her, so that's the message, so it would be in her best image to contain or keep giving herself hopeful messages about her beauty. Or it could suggest remaining optimistic and enthusiastic. Remaining optimistic and enthusiastic in how she approaches herself, how she speaks to herself, how she talks to herself. And that will increase and make more hope in her life. This is, okay. So, in the house of fears, so, and the writer, I would say this makes her, in this hypothetical about this person we're reading, and I'm doing card combinations and a spread here to answer the question. This would indicate perhaps someone who's skittish, or someone's fears driving them here and there, or making them not solid. Skittish, running around. What's the word I want? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's it's skittish, flighty, and not composed. Okay? So, in the house of fears, not composed, skittish, sends you here and there running around in different directions, trying to solve this fear of the inner fears of the beauty. So and they're moving also. The fears are also moving. So they're not always the same thing. They move around, which means that she's not feeling solid in herself, this hypothetical woman. Okay, so then we go up to the health of the beauty, or how their health is affecting it. So that would be the anchor. So it'd be good, solid health. A good, solid health routine would increase your beauty and how you feel about yourself. Crossroads, wealth, understanding in this particular case the true nature of wealth. So at a crossroads with wealth, I would say that this is a point where you're you are understanding that your health, your beauty is truly valuable, and you're at a crossroads on how you understand that that is really part of your health. Also, understanding a crossroads where wealth can be made, a new road to wealth. This could actually be a crossroads where someone could actually make perhaps wealth from beauty in a beauty capacity. Okay? So what I got now? See, I got the snake, right? Okay, it's secrets about beauty. Okay. So what she presents to the public and how she feels about herself are two different things. So a secret hidden from the public. And then this one would be the traps that she sets for her beauty. Going by someone else's rule book of what beauty is. So, and examining too closely and paying too much attention what the rules or the regulations or the fashion magazines are saying, or the books and articles about beauty, or maybe too much time spent on pondering other people's writings, fashion on beauty is entrapping you. So that is how you do it. Card combinations, you have to be very practical when it comes to card combinations. You take one, you practically put it with the other. But I'm going to give you a warning about this. If you spend too much time worried about what card combinations mean and don't kind of shoot from the hip with them, it becomes tricky because you engage your critical mind. If you're trying to understand that this and this, if you're going, okay, the moon and the stork can mean a cycle of advancement. You're in a cycle of advancement, a cycle of growth, a cycle of birth. or it could mean 9 months to a pregnancy. But if you spend too much time thinking about it, you engage your critical mind. When your critical mind is engaged, you get a loss of those intuitive abilities, the stuff that helps you make those really spooky, accurate ones. So that's my beauty square, the inner beauty square. And it is specifically for women because it came up as a woman's inner beauty. I'm going to adopt this one now and do this as a reading for people because this is pretty cool. Because a lot of clients that you get have an unrealistic idea of what beauty is. It can be distorted by these things, by men, by a lack of hope, by their fears, by not taking care of themselves, by not understanding that they can change. The crossroads piece, they can change at any time how much they invest in beauty, or they have within their power to change what they think is beautiful or how they approach their own beauty. And they keep secrets about it and they create traps for themselves. So this is a pretty good spread for individuals who are reading for a woman's inner beauty, how to bring out your inner beauty was what I'd be calling it. So positive messages to yourself, be hopeful and enthusiastic. That actually makes a woman become more lively, more bright, more approachable. And then watch those fears making you skid around or making you be inconsistent or impulsive. That was the word I was looking for earlier. A good health regime, a good solid health regime, make you feel secure in yourself, found a good foundation. Understand that with the crossroads and the wealth picture, it could be a whole new direction that this could take you. It gives you a whole new understanding of your wealth and you've been neglecting things about your own beauty and how you view yourself, and this could give you a whole new way to understand your wealth and what treasure you have inside of you. And then secrets, what secrets you keep, and what the secrets that you keep from the public. Be sure that the ones that you're keeping aren't the ones that actually could make people endear them to you or appreciate your beauty even more. Sometimes the things that we hide because we're afraid people won't like them are actually the things that people find most fascinating. And the traps are falling for too much what the fashion magazines are saying and what the images and what the media and what all that image out there is saying. So, I'm Lucky Lynx. I hope this helps. If you want to look at that method that I used here, go back to that how to create spreads video. It's a couple back in my feed. If you want to get yourself one of these Lucky Lynx fortune dice, these things are great. I'm using these in a couple of methods of developing, deeper reading patterns here in my work. I'll put the link to my Etsy page in the thing below. Go get it. It's great. I mean, these are 3D printed. They'll last you forever. And I left them blank to encourage clairvoyance, so that the colors, you either can color them yourself, or I left them blank so that you could go, okay, well, I'm seeing a situation and the triangle is yellow. Well, that will mean something to you. It encourages the clairvoyance. It comes with a 30-page PDF as well that shows you how to use it. So I'll put the link below. If you have any questions now, put them in the thing below. I'll do my best, as always, to answer them. I hope this helped, and I hope this gave you some insight, and I hope it gave you a new spread to use with your Lenormand cards. I'm Lucky Lynx, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do.